Yo, champ, the CEO of a health company just got whacked. You know, I don't really feel sorry for the dude. I do feel sorry for his family and his kids, but personally for the CEO, I don't feel sorry for him at all. Let me give you a little story about insurance companies. This has happened to me twice now on my rental properties. One time I had this rental property and the roof got damaged because of a thunderstorm. Well, I forked over, I think like $15,000, and it took the insurance company 2.5 years before they even paid me my money, even though they said they were going to pay for it. I had to do all kinds of stuff, jump through all kinds of hoops for them to write me the check for the policy, which they had accepted, but just, BSing around. 2.5 years later, guys, that's a big chunk of money. Let me tell you another property I own. I got a little water damage by a renter. They flushed the toilet too much, and in the restroom we got water. And so, anyways, I spent like $7,000 to $9,000, I can't remember, on that project. And again, it took the insurance company 1.5 years for them to pay me, even though that they said they were going to accept the claim. So the point of the moral of the story is, insurance companies, from my personal experience, it's been nothing but a scam. You pay into them and you pay into them, and then when it's time to make a claim, you're praying to God, you're crossing your fingers that they're going to accept your claim and they pay out on it. So that said, I don't feel any sorriness for that CEO. It just makes me think why more of these CEOs haven't been erased, right? Because the way they've been treating people, from the healthcare to the auto. I mean, I can go story about auto insurance claims that, never got paid 100%, or, they didn't pay for the depreciation of the car, and so on and so on. That said, I'm just amazed that more of these CEOs haven't been erased for all these years, from cars to big corporations, big pharma, Monsanto, and so on, dude. Because, we can see that clearly the laws are made for the big corporations. There's a manhunt for a guy that has killed millions and millions of people because he has denied them health care when these people actually paid into it, right? There's never been a manhunt for all those millions of people, kids, mothers, grandsons, kids, whatever the story may be. But just some fat cat gets whacked, there's a manhunt for him, right? Because the fat cat has more value than the skinny cat, I guess. Not my rules, but the rules of capitalism. So this should be a clear message to all the CEOs of these fat cat companies that are robbing their citizens, their customers, when they literally pay into these policies, from bankers to pharmaceutical companies, all the way down to healthcare. Wake up, dude. The people are getting tired of your shit. You keep robbing us in every direction. You cause inflation in every direction. You're being protected by Big Brother in every direction, while the average citizen is just a scum. We don't have any protection from Big Brother. This is why you cannot sue pharmaceutical companies that provide vaccines. This is why you can't sue when a pig, steps on your neck, because they have all these liability releases, and so on and so on. The same thing with big corporations. It's time for a change, dude. Everyone matters the same. Just because you're a fat cat or a big corporation doesn't mean you have more rights than we do. And I'm tired of them buying the corporations, buying the politicians, and the politicians fighting for them. How do I know? Guys, I was in a moving company, and Texas Department of Transportation. My moving company grew so fast in Texas that I had 4 locations in like a couple of years, right? And everyone took notice of that. And the Texas Department of Transportation would keep coming down on me so hard because the association was bought out by the politicians were bought out by the association. The association was all the competitors that from van lines that have been in business for hundreds of years. They didn't want to see a newcomer come up so fast. So they tried to squeeze the politicians to squeeze me. And even though I did nothing wrong. So I got audited like so many times where other moving companies would hardly ever get audited. And it's just because I grew fast and my competitors didn't like it, and they had an association and they paid the the dues for the Texas Department of Transportation, and they came on us. So the same thing has happened to real estate and being a real estate agent, track, and so on. So the point I'm making is these big associations, these big corporations inhibit small guys from making money all day, every day, by licensing, by entry fees. Anyways, guys, don't take no for an answer. I don't feel bad at all for that guy getting whacked. Should have happened many, many, many moons ago. So they can all wake up and treat their people with respect. Peace.